Hello everyone, welcome back to SSBCrackExams. I am Anuradha and I am back with a session on the Afcat 2 2020 verbal ability, that is the English section Q&A. So in my previous sessions, I have taken up some of the questions that the students have commented in our social media platforms based on their memory. In this session, I have taken up the rest of the questions, some more of the questions that the students have asked us in our Instagram and YouTube community pages. So I'll take up the questions here from the verbal ability, the English section in Afcat 2 2020 exam, and I will be going to give you the answer keys, the explanations and the solutions for them. So stay tuned to this session till the very end. And before that, let me tell you that the candidates who have sat for the Afcat 2 2020 exam and who have already subscribed to our course had found it really inspiring that they have got all the questions, not all, but most of the questions that have already been taught in our course in their Afcat 2 2020 exam. So now if you want to fare better and perform and give your best in your upcoming Afcat examination, you can do so too by subscribing to our Afcat course, and you can do that by logging on to our website SSBCrackExams.com or by downloading our mobile app from the Google Play Store. So let's start with the questions and let's see what are the answers that you have given in your Afcat 2 2020 exam. So the first question is synonym or the meaning of jeopardy. Now when someone is in jeopardy, that means that very person is in danger. That is why the synonym or the meaning of jeopardy can be danger or peril or threat. Okay, so all these words are synonymous to the word jeopardy. They mean the same. The next question is synonym and antonym of contemplate or contemplative. Now, why I have said contemplate or contemplative? Because some of the students have commented in our social media platforms about synonym or the antonym of contemplate. Someone has said that it is contemplative. So I have taken them both here and I'll be giving you both the synonym and the antonym of these two words. So the synonym of contemplate or contemplative, now let me tell you, contemplate is basically a verb and contemplative is an adjective. So both of them means the same. So the synonym of both these words can be view, examine, ponder, that means think about, thoughtful or meditative. The antonym or the opposite of the words are ignore, overlook or active. So if someone is thoughtful or meditative, he is not doing any work. On the other hand, the antonym of being thoughtful or meditative or contemplative is being active, right? The next question is meaning of idiom, devil and the deep sea. Now those of you who have already, the subscribers to our Afcat course, has already gone through the questions given in the practice exercise 1 of idioms and phrases topic, right? So if you have practiced the questions in the practice exercise 1 of the idioms and phrases topic in our Afcat course, must have come across this very idiom, the devil and the deep sea. And it means to be in a kind of a dilemma, to be in a kind of a confusion between two choices, or it can also be more than two choices. And the origin of this idiom is most probably in the image of a choice between damnation, which is represented by the word devil, and drowning, represented by the word deep sea, right? The next question is meaning of idiom to eat a humble pie. Again, students who have already gone through my lists of idioms and phrases in the Afcat English course have come across this, I'm sure of it. And this idiom was there in the idioms and phrases list under the category of food. Okay, and to eat a humble pie means to face humiliation and subsequently apologize for a serious mistake. In other words, to eat a humble pie means to say sorry or to apologize for any kind of mistake, to accept one's mistake, right? The next question is antonym of impound. Now, first of all, you need to know what is the meaning of impound. Impound means to hold, to confine or to restrain. So what will be the opposite of to hold, to confine, or to restrain? It will obviously be discharge or liberate or release. So that is the very antonym of impound: discharge, liberate, or release. The next question is antonym of deceit or deceive. Again, there was a confusion between the comments of the students. So some said it was deceit, some said it was deceive. So I have taken up both the antonyms of the words. So first with the deceit, the word deceit means deception or fraud, and the opposite or the antonym of deceit or deception or fraud is honesty or truth. Okay, and if the word deceive has come, then deceive means to beguile or to misguide, right? To beguile or to misguide. And the antonym or opposite of deceive or beguile or misguide is to expose or reveal. So if the word has been deceit, the antonym is honesty. If the word is deceive, the antonym is expose or reveal. The next question is synonym and antonym of intimidate, right? And the synonym, that is the meaning of intimidate, is to frighten or to scare or to terrify. And the antonym of intimidate is console or to encourage or to persuade, right? So again, I have taken up both the synonym and antonym for this word because there was a confusion whether the synonym came for this word or antonym. Whatever the case may be, so synonym of that intimidate is frighten, scare, or terrify. Antonym is console, encourage, or persuade. The next question is synonym and antonym of poignant. Now, the meaning of poignant is emotional. Okay, when you're attached to something, you're emotional, you're passionate. Poignant also means savory, that is tasty or zesty. So the antonym, according to the emotional meaning of poignant, is detached, someone who is not emotional, unemotional, someone is indifferent, unconcerned, detached. And if according to the meaning of poignant is savory, according to the meaning of savory, the opposite is blunt, something that is tasteless. Okay, that is not tasty, is blunt. Okay. The next question is, this is from the fill in the blanks section. And you need to fill up the blank with a phrasal verb that is given in 4 options here. And the sentence is, you should dash your bad habits. So if you do not look into the option, then you can obviously guess from your logical ability, you should dash your bad habits. You should not accept your bad habits, obviously. Then what you should do? You should get rid of your bad habits. Okay. So what will be the appropriate phrasal verb for the meaning to get rid of something? Put in, put away, put off, or put out? Well, it is put away. And I'll tell you the reason why. Put in means to interrupt in a conversation or discussion. No such thing has been mentioned in the question given here. So you need to cross this option out. Put away means to discard. That means to get rid of. Put off means to cause to feel intense dislike or distaste in someone. Again, you cannot use this in the blank in the question. Put out means to stop something from burning or shining. For example, putting out the candle or putting out the light. Again, put out is not an appropriate phrasal verb in this sentence. So the most appropriate phrasal verb is put away, and that is the option B. So you should put away your bad habits, right? The next question is antonym of blatant. Now again, you need to know what is the meaning of blatant. Blatant means undisguised or evident, something that is clear, that is not disguised, something that is very clear, very obvious is blatant. So the opposite of blatant will be obviously, which is something not clear, something which is vague. In other words, inconspicuous or subtle. So both inconspicuous and subtle means not clear, vague, not obvious, right? The next question is antonym of conspicuous. Right, so this word I hope that you have come across in my lists of antonym A to H. So if you have gone through the list of antonyms categorizing under A to H alphabet in the Afcat English course, you must have come across this word. Conspicuous means clear or visible. So obviously the opposite or the antonym of conspicuous is inconspicuous. In other words, something that is not clear or not visible, something that is vague. The next question is antonym of sublime. Again, those of you who are already subscribed to our Afcat course and who have gone through the list of antonyms, specifically the list of antonyms under the category of the alphabets Q to Z, have come across this word sublime. Sublime means magnificent or supreme. So the opposite of sublime, magnificent or supreme is poor or lowly or ordinary. So poor, lowly or ordinary can be the antonym of sublime. The next question is synonym of nepotism. So this word I had already included in the Afcat mock test. So those of you who have taken our Afcat mock test series have come across this word, nepotism. And the synonym of nepotism, that is the meaning of nepotism, is favoritism or bias or partiality. Favoritism, bias or partiality is the synonym of nepotism. The next question is synonym of enthrall. To enthrall means to captivate or to enchant or to attract. So captivate, enchant or attract are the synonyms of enthrall. The next question is meaning of the idiom turn over a new leaf. So this idiom I already mentioned in the idiom and phrase medium quiz. So those of you who have already subscribed to our Afcat English course, who have taken the idioms and phrases quiz, have come across in this idiom, which is turn over a new leaf. Well, so the answer, that is the meaning of this idiom, is to make a fresh start or to change one's conduct or attitude for the better. In other words, to make a fresh new beginning is the meaning of the idiom turn over a new leaf. And the expression basically alludes to turning the page of a book to a new page. So this leaf is basically the page of a book. So leaf is also, the page of a book is also known as a leaf. So turning the page of a book to a new page is also called turning over a new leaf, which means beginning something anew, right? The next question is meaning of the idiom clear the air, or sometimes it may also come as clean the air. So both of them means the same, and it means to eliminate confusion, dispel controversy or emotional tension. That means if there is any kind of misunderstanding, and if I say let's clear the air, then I want to clear or sort the things out. I want to get rid of the misunderstanding or confusion or emotional tension or controversy. That is the meaning of clear the air. And this idiom refers to an atmosphere cleared of sultriness by a storm. So when there is a storm, you could see the atmosphere in a very heavy attitude. The atmosphere is heavy. It is full of sultriness. But when the storm clears, the sky is blue and bright and it's clear, right? So in the same way, to clear the air means to clear any kind of storm, any kind of sultriness, and here the storm means the emotional tension, the controversy, the confusion, right? The next question is antonym of pretentious. So first you need to know the meaning of pretentious. It means arrogant or someone who is very airy, affected or boastful. So pretentious means arrogant, proud, affected, airy and boastful. So the opposite or the antonym of pretentious will be humble or modest or simply unpretentious. Someone who is humble, someone who is modest is obviously not arrogant or not boastful. So that is the antonym of pretentious. So I hope that you have got the answers for all the questions that I have taken up from the students' comments in our social media platform. If you think that I have missed any question, then you can comment on those questions in the comment box below, and I will come back with a session and explaining to you the answers and the solutions for those questions. So I hope that all of you have taken the Afcat 2 2020 exam with full confidence, and that you will achieve your dream when the results come out. If you are preparing for your upcoming Afcat examination, you can get a very better performance and a better position than the rest of the aspirants by subscribing to our Afcat course. As I have just shown it to you, many of the questions that have come in the Afcat 2 2020 exam have already been discussed and have already been given in our Afcat English course. So if you want to get these kinds of common questions in your upcoming Afcat examination, you can simply have to download our mobile app from the Google Play Store and subscribe to our Afcat course. In that Afcat course, we are providing the full content lectures, quizzes, practice exercises, PDF study materials, and most importantly, the mock test series that will help you to prepare for your Afcat examination, and that will also help you to achieve your dream. Till then, work hard, practice hard, don't forget to subscribe and stay motivated. Jai Hind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to SSBCrackExams. I am Sakshi and I am back here with your Afcat 2 2020 Journal Awareness section question answers, and those questions which were asked in your Afcat 2 2020 5th October paper. We are going to discuss the questions from both the shifts, okay? From shift 1 and shift 2 both. We are going to cover every questions. So as you know, these are the memory based questions. So we are going to cover all the questions that we got from you all. So let's start. So the first question is, what is the capital of Latvia? What is the capital of Latvia? So the answer is Riga. Riga, it is the capital of Latvia. It is directly question asked from our lessons that we have discussed, country's capital and currency series. The question is directly from here. See, we have already discussed this, right? Next question is, put out is related to which sport? The term put out, it is related to baseball. It is related to baseball. This is also the question that we have covered recently in our GK static portion. See here, baseball, the term related to put out. Also in the previous shifts, there was a question relating to the chess. The word gambit was asked. This was also covered recently by us. Next question, international dateline passes through which strait? So the answer will be Bering Strait. I think this question was asked twice, like in shift 1, this was asked like international dateline passes through which strait, and in another shift it was asked that which strait separates Asia from United States. So the answer will be Bering Strait. Okay, answer will be the same. Next question, which is the largest country of South America? South America's largest country, Chile, Bolivia, Argentine or Brazil? So answer is, it is Brazil. It is a largest country in the South America. You can see this is the large amount of portion, large amount of land taken by Brazil in the South American continent. This was also covered by us. See, we have covered in the country's capital currency, the largest country in South America and Latin America, it is Brazil. Next question, who established the slave dynasty? So the correct answer for this will be Qutb-ud-Din Aibak. He was the founder of slave dynasty, and the early rulers of this dynasty, they were called as Mamluk Sultans, okay? And the word Mamluk, it is a Arabic word which means owned, and since then they are known as slaves. Next question, Galileo satellite is in which planet? So the planet is Jupiter. It is in Jupiter. Next question, what is the length of each stump in the cricket? So the correct answer is 28 inches. The length is 28 inches, or you can say 71 centimeter. Next question, the book The God of Small Things is written by, so the answer is Arundhati Roy. She is the writer of this book, The God of Small Things, and it is a story about childhood experiences of fraternal twins. Next question, who established Saka dynasty? So the founder was Moga or Mause, okay? He was the founder of Saka dynasty. Next question, Preamble was amended through which Constitutional Amendment Act? Very easy question. This is question from the polity section. This was also we have covered. So the Preamble was amended by 42nd Amendment Act. As of now, the Preamble is only amended once through 42nd Amendment Act 1976. and it changed the description of India from a sovereign democratic republic to sovereign socialist secular democratic republic. Next question, which is the oldest paramilitary force in the country? So the answer is Assam Rifles. It is the oldest paramilitary force, raised originally in 1835. Okay, so this was also covered by us here, right? Next question, the subject matter of Ajanta painting pertains to. So Ajanta paintings, they are basically related to Buddhism, or you can say they were related, they depicted the past lives and rebirth. Main thing is rebirth of Buddha. Okay, these are the wall paintings and they represents the early Buddhism. Next question, who scored 3 consecutive centuries in his debut? So the correct answer is Muhammad Azharuddin. He was the one, he made his debut for Indian cricket team in the Test cricket in 1984 against the British at Eden Gardens, which is in Kolkata. And then he hit the 3 centuries in his first 3 matches. Next question, the driest place in India is? So the driest place in India is Jaisalmer. It is the driest place in India, which is in Rajasthan and which basically comes under Thar Desert. Next question, who has won more than 1 Nobel Prize? So the option, out of those options, the correct was Marie Curie. The first person in the history to accomplish the feat of twice receiving a Nobel Prize was Polish scientist Marie Curie. She was first awarded the prize in physics and later in the chemistry. Next question, so the Wisden Award for Cricket of the Century is given to. So the answer will be for the 2019, it was given to Ben Stokes. Okay, he got the award. Next question, IBSA is world body for which sports category? See, if you know the full form of this body, you can easily answer this question. So the answer is IBSA stands for International Blind Sport Federation. It is a non-profit organization which was founded in 1981 in Paris, France, and IBSA's mission is to promote the full integration of blind and partially sighted people. So they basically are for the blind sport category. Next question, what is the Rhine Valley famous for? So it is famous for wine. It is famous for wine, and the section of a Rhine along with the tributaries Moselle and Nahe, they cover 5 of the Germany's 13 officially recognized wine region. Next question, who was the only viceroy of India to be murdered in Andamans and Nicobar? So the answer is Lord Mayo. Okay, Lord Mayo, he was the only viceroy in India to be murdered in the office, and while visiting the convict settlements at Port Blair in the Andamans Island in 1872 for the purpose of inspection, he was assassinated by Pathan convict. Next question, which of the following is not given in the preamble? Adult franchise, justice, equality of status and fraternity. So, adult franchise, it is not given. Next question, what is the capital of Tunisia? So the capital of Tunisia is Tunis. Okay, we have also covered this in the country's capital currency. Next question, Abul Fazl was one of the 9 jewels under whose court? So Abul Fazl was in the court of Akbar. Okay, he was one of the 9 jewels of Akbar's royal court. This we have also covered here in a course of history. We have covered this. See, Abul Fazl, he was one of the 9 jewels. Next question, fathom is the unit to measure the, so it is the unit to measure the depth of the sea. Okay, is a unit of length equal to 6 feet and it is used to measure the depth of the sea. Next question, who is the first speaker of Lok Sabha? So the answer is Ganesh Vasudev Mavlankar. Okay, he is the first ever speaker of Lok Sabha and he is also known as Dada Saheb. Next question, Jaspal Rana is associated with which game? So he is associated with shooting. Okay, he is famous for shooting. Next question, the Olympic Museum located in. So Olympic Museum, it is located in Lausanne, Switzerland. Okay, it is located here in Switzerland and it houses permanent and temporary exhibits relating to the sports and the Olympic movements. Next question, Tulsidas was a contemporary of. So he was a contemporary of Mughal Empire, or particularly you can say Akbar. Tulsidas, he wrote several popular works in Sanskrit and Avidhi and he is best known as the author of epic Ramacharita Manas, which is a retelling of the Sanskrit Ramayana based on the Rama's life, Okay, so he was contemporary of Akbar. Next question, Elephanta Caves built by which dynasty? Direct question again. So it was built by Kalachuri dynasty. Next question, which planet rotates east to west? So this planet, the name of the planet is Venus. Okay, it is one of the two planets that rotates from east to west. Only Venus and Uranus, they have this backward rotation. This also we have covered in our solar system series. See here, we have already covered. Next question is, what is deuce in tennis? So the answer is, it is the score in a game of tennis. Okay, it is a score in a game of tennis when both the players have 40 points. One player has to win the 2 points, one after the other, to win the game. Next question, which of the following is the eastward flowing river? Tapi, Narmada, Mahanadi. So eastward flowing river of the peninsular India, they have asked. So it is Mahanadi. Okay, Mahanadi, the east flowing rivers of peninsular India, they are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. They flow eastwards and they drain into the Bay of Bengal. Next question, which fighter aircraft developed and manufactured in India? So the answer is Tejas. It is the first domestically designed and produced light fighter aircraft. Next question, famous footballer Diego Maradona is from which country? So he is from Argentina. Okay, he is from Argentina. And he is also generally regarded as the top footballer of 1980s and one of the greatest of all the times. Next question, what is Isro's Center for Satellite Launch? So it is Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. Very easy question, very direct question, which is located in Thiruvananthapuram. And this is the center which is responsible for the design and development of launch vehicles. Next question, which trophy is associated with weightlifting? So there were options. So out of them, Burdwan Trophy. Burdwan Trophy, it is related to weightlifting. Next question, on which date Aryabhatta satellite was launched? So the answer is April 19, 1975. Okay, and it is named after famous Indian astronomer, and it was the first satellite, and it was completely designed and fabricated in India and launched by Soviet Cosmos 3M rocket. Okay, and the date was 19th April 1975. So guys, this is it about the question of your Afcat 2 2020. We have covered all the questions that were asked and we got from you all. These were the memory based questions. So these are all the questions. I have discussed all the questions and you can see 90% of the questions, they directly came from our courses, from our sessions and from our mock test. Okay. So if you're preparing for Afcat examination or other defense examination, you can always download a mobile app from Google Play Store, SSBCrackExams. Download the mobile app, subscribe to our courses and start preparing for the same. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily defense updates. I'll see you in the next session with more important series. Till then, stay motivated. Jai Hind.
Hello everyone, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I am Driest and today we are discussing the questions of Afcat 2 2020 Numerical Ability Section questions and answers. Right, and in this particular session we will discuss the questions of the paper which held on 5th October 2020 of Shift 1 and Shift 2. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. This is the question number 1 and it states that the ratio of nickels, dimes, quarters and dollars in a bag is 7:1:8:4. If the total amount in the bag is 6450 cents, what is the number of dimes? Right, so here we are given 4 different currencies in a ratio and we have to find the number of dimes in those currencies. And also we have given the conversion in the question, that is 100 cents is equals to 20 nickels equals to 10 dimes equals to 4 quarters equals to $1. So by using this conversion scale, we can easily find our answer. Okay. So firstly, we will let number of nickels be 7x. Similarly, number of dimes be x. Number of quarters be 8x and number of dollars be 4x. Right. Now it is given that the total amount in the bag is 6450 cents. Okay. So first of all, we have to convert these nickels, dimes, quarters and dollars into cents. And how we can do that? By using this particular conversion scale. Right. So here it is given that 20 nickels is equals to 100 cents. This means 1 nickel is equals to 5 cents, right? So here 7x nickels will be equals to 7x into 5, that is 35x cents, right? Similarly, here 10 dimes is equals to 100 cents, which means 1 dime is equals to 10 cents. So x dimes is equals to 10x cents, right? Similarly, 4 quarters is equals to 100 cents. This means 1 quarter is equals to 25 cents and 8x quarters is equals to 200x cents, right? Similarly, $1 is equals to 100 cents, which means 4x dollars is equals to 400x cents, right? Now it is given that the sum of total amount in the bag is 6450 cents. So sum of these values is given to be 6450 cents, right? This implies 35x plus 10x plus 200x plus 400x is equals to 6450, which implies 645x is equals to 6450. This implies x is equals to 10, right? Now we have to find the number of dimes in the bag. So number of dimes in the bag is x here and the value of x is 10 here. So 10 should be the answer for this question. Okay. Now coming upon to next question. So in next question, 3 men completes a work in 6 days, working 4 hours daily. How many more men are required to complete the work in 4 days, working 3 hours per day? So we have mentioned a lot of questions based upon this concept in our mock test series. Also, if you have gone through the lecture of the important formulas of numerical ability section, we have covered this particular formula there, and I have already told you in that lecture only that we can customize this formula according to the things given in the question. So here in the question it is given that 3 men working 4 hours can complete a work in 6 days. So we have given M1 is equals to 3, D1 is equals to 6 and H1 is equals to 4. Similarly, we have to find how many more men are required to complete the work in 4 days, working 3 hours per day, which means that D2 is equals to 4 and H2 is equals to 3. And now we have to calculate M2 first so that we can find the number of more men required to complete the work, right? So we can directly use the formula as I have just shown you. M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2, right? So here M1 is 3, D1 is 6, H1 is 4 is equals to M2 is unknown, D2 is 4 and H2 is 3. So this 4 cancels this 4, this 3 cancels this 3. This implies M2 is equals to 6. Hence 6 men are required to complete the same work in 4 days, working 3 hours per day. But we have to calculate the more number of men required. So there were already 3 men. So more number of men will be 6 minus 3, which is 3 men. Hence answer for this question should be 3. I hope this question is clear to you now. Now moving up on to our next question. So next question states that 2.5% of 640 minus question mark is equals to 1.5% of 480. So this question mark is the missing term which we need to find out, right? So we can simplify this and write it down. So 2.5% means 25 by 1000 into 640 minus question mark is equals to 1.5%, which means 15 by 1000 into 480. Now we have to find the value of this question mark. So here we know that this 0 cuts this 0. 25 ones are 25 fours are 100. 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. Then 4 6 are 24. Similarly here this 0 cancels this 0. Again 4 25s are 100 and 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. Again 5 threes are 15 and 5 fives are 25. So we can write it in the next step like 16 minus here 12 3s are 36 by 5 is equals to question mark. We have taken this question mark into RHS and this term into LHS, right? Now we can easily solve this. So here it will be 16 minus 7.2 is equals to question mark. This implies 8.8 is equals to question mark. That is the missing value in this term or in this equation is 8.8. Hence this should be our answer. Okay. So these were the all questions which we have got from the various sources. Also, if you have some other questions, you can always mention them below in the comment section so that we can check and provide you the solution of those questions as well. Also, if you are preparing for your upcoming Afcat exam, don't forget to download our learning app and subscribe to our courses for the better preparation. And I hope you all enjoyed this session, and for more such interesting sessions, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Jai Hind.